You feed your dog, you walk your dog, you paid money to bring your dog home. So obviously, your dog knows you're the owner, right? Actually, no. Your dog has never once thought of you as an owner, not for a single second of its life. Ownership is a human concept, and dogs don't process it at all. So if your dog isn't clocking you as the person who bought me, what exactly are you in their mind? The answer is stranger, and honestly, more touching than most people realize. Stick around because you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Think about it for a second. Where does the idea of ownership even come from? It's a legal concept built for humans, not animals. We use words like owner because of paperwork, receipts, and city registration forms, but your dog has never seen a single piece of that paperwork. Dogs don't understand property, and they don't understand possession the way we do. They don't wake up each morning thinking, this human legally owns me. That idea simply doesn't exist in a dog's brain. So if owner isn't the right word, what is? To answer that, we need to look at how dogs actually experience relationships, not through legal status, but through something much deeper and more instinctive. Dogs build connections based on three things: safety, resources, and social bonding. And once you understand these three things, everything about your relationship with your dog starts to make a lot more sense. Let's start with safety, because this is the foundation of everything. Dogs are constantly scanning their environment, asking one simple question: is this place safe? And is this person safe to be around? When a dog feels secure with you, their whole nervous system relaxes, their heart rate drops, their body language softens, and they stop being on high alert. Researchers have actually studied this using something called the secure base concept, originally developed to explain human parent-child bonds. In these studies, dogs were placed in unfamiliar rooms with their owners present, then briefly left alone, then reunited. The results were striking. Dogs showed the exact same patterns toddlers show with their parents. They explored more confidently when their person was nearby. They got visibly distressed when left alone in a strange place. And when their person came back, they rushed over seeking comfort and closeness. This isn't random behavior. It's a sign of genuine attachment, the same kind of bond you'd expect between a parent and a young child. Now let's talk about resources, because this matters too, just not in the way you'd think. Yes, dogs care about food, walks, and toys, but it's not about ownership of those resources. It's about consistency. A dog learns to trust the person who reliably provides safety and comfort, not the person who simply holds the leash. Finally, there's social bonding, which ties everything together. Dogs are pack animals by nature, wired to form close social units. In a dog's mind, you're not a separate category called owner. You're part of their social world, someone they've built a bond with over time. Once you combine safety, consistency, and social connection, you get something far stronger than ownership. You get real attachment. And that leads us to the biggest reveal of this entire video. Here's what the research actually points to. In your dog's mind, you're not an owner. You're closer to a parent. This might sound like an exaggeration, but the science backs it up. Studies modeled on the classic strange situation experiment, originally used to measure attachment between human infants and their parents, have been repeated with dogs, and the results were almost identical. Dogs use their person as what psychologists call a secure base. That means they explore the world more freely when their person is present, because they know they have somewhere safe to return to. When their person leaves, even briefly, many dogs show clear signs of stress: increased heart rate, pacing, whining, or scanning the door. And when their person returns, the reunion isn't casual. It's intense, joyful, and immediate. This is not the behavior of an animal reacting to the guy who feeds me. This is the behavior of a creature reacting to someone they consider essential to their emotional safety. Think about how a toddler behaves in a new environment. They glance back at their parent before exploring. They cry when separated. They calm down almost instantly once reunited. Dogs show this exact same pattern with their humans. But here's where it gets interesting, and where most people get it wrong. Parent isn't the only role you might be playing. Depending on your dog's history, their personality, and how your relationship developed, the role can shift into something slightly different. Some dogs don't see you as a parent at all. They see you as something else entirely, something shaped by their own past experiences. And understanding which role you actually play changes everything about how you should train, comfort, and connect with your dog. Let's look at what those other roles can be and which one fits your dog. Not every dog forms the exact same kind of bond, and that's actually good news because it means you can learn to read your own dog more clearly. Take rescue dogs, for example. Many rescue dogs didn't get a stable, secure start in life. For them, you're often not a parent figure in the traditional sense. You're more like a safety anchor, someone who proves, day after day, that the world isn't dangerous anymore. That's why so many rescue dogs take longer to relax, flinch at sudden movements, or seem hyper-aware of their surroundings. They're not broken. They're still learning that you're safe. Picture a rescue dog that tenses up at loud noises or fast movements, but instantly softens the moment they're near their person. That shift isn't random, it's trust being built one safe moment at a time. Now think about working breeds like border collies, German shepherds, or herding dogs. These dogs often relate to their humans differently. Instead of just seeking comfort, they're looking for direction and purpose. In their mind, you're less like a parent and more like a leader who assigns meaningful tasks. That's part of why these breeds thrive with structure, training, and mental stimulation. Without a job to do, they can become anxious or destructive, not because they're difficult, but because their role expectations aren't being met. Then there are dogs who bond later in life, maybe adopted as adults, after already living a full life somewhere else. These dogs often form more balanced, peer-like relationships, less dependent but still deeply loyal once trust is built. The takeaway here is simple. There's no single universal role every dog assigns you. It depends on their history, their breed, and the bond you've built together over time. Once you know your role, you can change how you train and connect with your dog. So what should you actually do with all of this information? Start by focusing on consistency over control. Dogs don't bond with strict rules, they bond with predictability and emotional safety. Every time you respond calmly instead of punishing fear or mistakes, you strengthen that secure base connection. Harsh, punishment-based training might get short-term obedience, but it damages the very trust that attachment depends on. It teaches your dog that you're unpredictable, not safe. Instead, focus on small daily rituals, feeding at the same times, walking the same routes, making eye contact, and offering calm physical touch. These moments matter more than expensive toys or occasional treats because they build trust through repetition. Your dog isn't measuring your relationship in dollars spent. They're measuring it in moments of safety, comfort, and connection repeated over and over again. Think of it this way. Every calm response is a deposit into your dog's sense of safety, while every harsh reaction is a withdrawal. Small moments, repeated daily, build the strongest bond there is. If this is already changing how you see your dog, go ahead and hit subscribe right now. This channel breaks down exactly what's happening inside your dog's mind every single week. So let's bring this all together. Your dog was never thinking of you as an owner, not even for a moment. In their mind, you're something far more meaningful, a secure base, a source of safety, maybe even a parent figure they trust completely. That bond isn't built through ownership, receipts, or paperwork. It's built through consistency, safety, and small daily moments of connection. If you want to go deeper into understanding exactly how your dog sees you, comment the word pack below, and I'll send you a full breakdown of the 5 clearest signs your dog trusts you as their safe base.